Disappointed that we did not play very well today. I was expected a better effort from our group. I thought a lot of credit to Tennessee. I thought they dictated the game from start to finish. Their physicality really bothered us all night. We couldn't seem to get catches where we wanted. We couldn't seem to get downhill the way we normally do offensively. We've been amazing offensively all year, and we looked terrible today. And I think a lot of that had to do with the way they guarded us, clearly, and they deserve a lot of credit for that. And again, they dictated from start to finish, and we just weren't able to adjust with the way they played.
You referenced the Tennessee defense. What were they able to do maybe differently than what happened in Gainesville last month?
It was all about the physicality. You know, they're incredibly physical. I thought, the first half I thought was a sign of the way the game was going, right? The score was 24-21 at halftime, just horrifically ugly basketball both ways, with not a lot of fouls being called. And we weren't able to adjust well enough to the way the game was being played. I think that's really it. They're obviously an elite defensive team, very prideful, very physical. They can do that to you. And again, we generally are able to attack it a little bit better, and we just weren't able to today. Yeah, I don't really. I mean, obviously tweaked his ankle. He threw off his back foot in the first half off that ball screen, and he landed on a Tennessee guy, right? Like he was off his back foot, fading this way. The guy came, not maliciously, but came into him under his body. He landed on his foot, sprained it, and taped it up. Gave it a good effort in the second half. Obviously, he wasn't himself with his explosiveness, and we'll just have to take it day by day. I don't think it's crazy serious, but I'm sure he's pretty sore.
Do you think it affect the psyche of his teammates to see him leave the game like that? And
I would imagine yes. Right? I mean, obviously he's a great player, one of our leaders, and you lose him in the middle of the game a little bit, and he was fighting for us, tried to come back and compete for his teammates, but he was obviously not himself all the way when he did come back. But I appreciate him trying. I know his teammates did also.
What was it like facing Tennessee without Sakai Ziegler, and what do you think what Jordan Gainey was able to do trying to play point guard for 7-2?
Yeah, in a weird way, and Zakai's an amazing player. Like, they're definitely not better without him, but today it seemed like they kind of rallied around not having him or Igor out there, and the guys that got the opportunity and got the minutes took full advantage of it. And they were collectively, again, they were very tough. They were very physical, and they set the tone from start to finish. And I thought Gainey did a really good job. I thought he stepped up, really bothered us with that little curl pin action, getting middle, hit a couple mid-ranges, hit the bigs on the roll a little bit. And, obviously with Zakai being out, he becomes an even more important cover. And he wasn't necessarily crazy efficient. He was 5 for 13, but I thought his floor game was really good. To only have one turnover and to be able to step into a role of such an outstanding player, with Zakai being out, I tip my cap to him. I thought he was a huge reason as to why they were so successful today.
I guess from what you can see from where you were, I'm sure you'll want to watch film, but schematically, when teams that don't have two of their big guys out there, does Tennessee run the same stuff it normally does, or were there things that were run that maybe hadn't been run this season?
No, it's pretty much the same. I mean, to their credit, I thought they broke us down late, with kind of the baseline runner action for Lanier. We gave up probably 8 to 10 points on that in the last 10 minutes of the game. But honestly, defensively, it wasn't really our issue today. I mean, they shot 40 from the field, 27 from 3. I would have liked to turn them over a little more, but if you would have told me we held them to 64, I would have thought we had a decent chance to win this game, and we were not close. So it was less about the offensive end. Again, I thought we guarded them well enough to win. We were just atrocious offensively.
Did they do anything differently on Will, especially on William? Two shots, or is that just the byproduct of everything they're doing defensively?
I assume, they were coached to limit his catches and limit his touches on the perimeter. And we just weren't able to play out of our early game very much. And Will gets a lot of, shots and a lot of drives out of our early game. And, again, we just weren't able to execute and play the way we normally do. It's credit to Tennessee for that.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.